Hey, I want to welcome you to Chaplain Chat. And boy, isn't this a cool background? No, I'm not there. I just like the background because it's hot now. Mentally, it's preparing me to get cool. Danica, we know each other, don't we?
We do. We
And how,
absolutely do.
where did we meet, Danica?
So we met at Riverside Presbyterian Church, where my family and my husband we started attending in a year ago. It's one of the two churches that I attend every week.
Hey, real quick, River Cross.
Rivercross
That
Presbyterian.
is okay. And we I gotta tell you, we have a blast having you. Brandon's your husband, Micah's your son. How old's Micah?
Four.
I gotta tell you, Micah is really more popular than I think you and Brandon are, to be honest.
That is the case wherever we go.
It
He's
is true.
the life of
This
the
kid
party.
is just a ball of energy. And I know that Laura Cordova, she loves it when he's there because they go into a back room and play a bit while you can do the work. And they really enjoy that. And then he comes out. Of course, he helps Carl Cordova. We got to tear down the church because we meet in the oldest schoolroom in Visalia, one schoolroom. And that's where we meet. And we rent that. And Carl Cordova is
Beautiful
our
space,
pastor, and
super small. I love it.
oh yeah, and it's really what a joy it is to have you guys there. But really, you work at an interesting place. What is the place you work at?
So I work at Armona Union Academy, a small Christian school in what seems like the middle of nowhere.
And you're right because we went down there for a fundraising, and it is out in the middle of nowhere.
Absolutely.
How long is I'm always going to mess up the name again is
Armona Union
Armona.
Academy.
Yeah. How long has that been around?
So Armona, their first year on the books was 1904.
Because when you go there, you see pictures of the graduating classes. And then
Absolutely.
I'm yeah, we're talking. Yes, okay. So night and how did it start?
So I'm sure that it was a very small farming community, and it still is a farming community. We still have farms and fields around us, but there were some small families and churches in that area that really wanted Christian education, specifically Adventists at the time. They wanted Christian Adventists, their Adventist kids, to have a place to
Wow.
go and find Jesus. And so these families fed into this school, and they built this school. It probably started as a one-room school, and then it expanded into, we have an elementary on one side of the street, elementary, middle school, and then we have a high school on the other side with several buildings. So what started as just a small group of kids coming has expanded into a full K through 12 school. And we are a school of the Central California Conference of Seventh day Adventists. But that story, I mean, it goes on and on. We've served all kinds of beautiful Christians. I've taught a Muslim family. I've
Wow.
taught Catholics. I mean, like, and the interesting thing is that when you come to our school, you are going to meet Jesus. We have Bible classes. We have worships in the morning. Um, all classes start with prayer and maybe a devotional thought of some kind. We interweave the Bible into whatever it is that we're teaching. And so that we've been blessed to teach all kinds of families was not necessarily the original
Yeah, gotcha.
vision of what they had in mind. But God knows what He's doing. We've taught all kinds of families, the rich, the poor. There's still funding from our booster club, and there's still money that's raised to make sure that we can help any student who wants to attend. So
You know
that is a blessing and such a remarkable thing, you know?
what the school reminds me of when I was growing up, and I'm not saying anything wrong with it, denominational was a strong term. Baptist, Methodist, Seventh day Adventist, that was very strong. And you do not see that in a church today. It's like, even though River Cross is an offshoot of Presbyterian. I'm a Baptist. You got a whole Seventh Day whole conglomerate of people. We share Jesus, and
Right.
that's what the school. I'm sure the school started as this, but it's so much bigger than this now. And you do
Yeah.
share Jesus. Do you have a
Yeah.
slogan or anything at the church or a motto or at the
So
school?
we have our school-wide learning goals are
Okay.
it's the three main goals or objectives that we hope that when students graduate, they're able to say that they've acquired and that they've attained, and that is aspire, unite, and achieve.
Say that
Aspire,
again.
aspire, unite, and achieve. And under
Flush
aspire,
that.
we want our students to know Christ. We want them to get comfortable enough with him to kind of start sharing and being involved in their local churches, whether that's through the mission trips that our school goes on, whether that's through
Yes.
the Vespers programs or church, the choir that I direct, we visit churches in the area and stuff. We have a choir tour as well. And then unite is we want to be able to come together to serve our community.
Oh,
And
wow.
so we come together to learn, we come together to pray, but we also want to get out into our community. So unite would be that. And then finally achieve is in all areas of academics. We want our students in all areas of academics, whether it be, so Ellen G. White is one of the prophets or the prophet of the Adventist Church. And she was the one who came up with this idea of education for students, like a Christian education for these students, right? And so, one of the things that she says in her books is that she believes that education is the harmonious development of the spiritual, the mental, the physical, and I'm missing one. Spiritual, mental, physical. That must be all. Spiritual, mental, physical.
I think there might be. I no, I hear.
Emotional, maybe. But she
Yeah.
believed in the harmonious development of all of those. And so in our school specifically, when we say achieve, we want students to be growing in all those areas. We want them to be well-rounded citizens. We want them to be respectful. We want them to be successful in a career, right? And we want them to be successful in their churches. And so the idea that we're just concerned about academics is it goes so far away
Yeah. Yeah.
from even what the original vision of our school was. It is extremely important in all facets that our students are well-rounded and growing. And the Bible talks about that. The Bible talks
Quite
about
a
the fact
bit.
that Jesus grew in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man. And that's right there the picture of true education.
And now they start at they can start at kindergarten.
TK, so we have a TK program, which would be like four,
Okay. Okay.
five,
Gotcha. All the way through high school.
all the way to high school, all the way to 12th grade. So we graduate our 12th graders and they go off to college or trade schools or work or whatever they want to do,
Now you teach English.
primarily.
What what's your passion on when you teach English? Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, okay, so I love, I really love the idea that so interesting enough, when I was in school, history was not a favorite subject, but I did okay. Math was definitely not a great subject for me, neither was science, right? What I realized though is that I love history, but I love history through literature and through fiction and through
Wow.
you
Wow.
kind of you kind of get to um, see history on a first-hand basis. You're walking the streets of Jerusalem. You're walking in Shakespeare's Elizabethan community. And not only that, but you're kind of getting a first-hand look at how the society of those ages, what they believed. So history says this is what it is, and literature says, come, let me show you what it is. And there's something really powerful about that aspect of what I do. I love being able to compare how we think, what we believe, right? And then, of course, I love words. I love language. I love I love writing. I love poetry. And I think that the longer I've taught English, the more I've come to appreciate all branches of it. Because at first, grammar wasn't a thing for me, but I realized that if I can teach a student grammar, I'm teaching them to read, to understand, to think. So it's kind of all, there's something really beautiful about it all coming together so that students are able to learn how to think and process. What
I
is
have a feeling, let's say I was talking, you've got an awesome staff, teachers, and you all love what you're doing.
Yes.
I bet if I was talking to a math teacher, he would share with me his passion for math.
You know what?
Or,
I can never talk for the math teachers of the world,
but I think,
but I'm sure you're right.
well, I guess I'm thinking that everyone at your school
Yes, there's a
feels
passion.
that's a call, that's a passion. They support the three
Yes,
ideas I can't, which have blanked out of my mind
absolutely.
real quick,
Absolutely.
and you all work on one accord. I think no, I think this is awesome. Now, if people want to know more about the school,
Hmm.
how do they find out more about who you guys are?
So they can go to, we have a number of different ways. So auaweb.com. That's AUA, which stands for Armona Union Academy. Web, like a spider's web,
Yeah,
.com is our official website.
webpage. Oh, very good. Okay.
There's information on there. And then we have a Facebook group. And
Oh,
on our Facebook, you can
oh,
see some of what's happening. There are pictures. There some of the concerts have been posted there. Of course, you can contact the office directly at 559 568 4468 as
do
well.
that one more time.
So 559
559. Go.
568 4468. Oh my
Fantastic.
goodness. Now I'm doubting myself. But yeah, so we have,
Okay.
I'm
Well,
looking it up really quickly because I feel as though I did that wrong.
oh,
Five
this is
five
awesome.
nine 582 4468. Five
Oh,
five nine 582 4468.
that's okay because I'm going to put this on when I get this done recording and I put it on YouTube. I'm going to have that stuff on there too. And
Perfection.
Danica, who's Jesus to you?
Um, I would have to say that he is a constant. And the reason why that is, him being constant is so important to someone like me is that, so I've lived all over the world. I was born in Toronto. I was raised in Barbados. I went to school in Alabama. I taught in Minnesota. I lived in Costa Rica. And now I'm here in California. And I've also just traveled and stuff.
Yeah.
And no matter my circumstances, no matter where I was, no matter the uncertainty of where I was, different people, being in places and not having family, I could always depend on God being in that place. So God being ever present, being a constant has been super important to me
Wow.
because in many of those places, whether it was Costa Rica or Minnesota or even here in California, I moved without family to places where I knew no one. And when you're by yourself like that, it really is important that there is something that you're taking with you that is home. And so God has been my constant.
You know, I love asking that question when I do interviews like I'm right now. And I have to tell you, I like the idea of Jesus being a constant.
Hmm.
That works. Okay, well, this has been a hoot. And here's how we're going to close this off. Are you ready for this? I'm going to say, I want to thank you guys for watching and for being on. And you get to say Chaplain Chat. Are you ready?
Okay.
You blow that, we got to do this whole interview all over again. All right, here it goes. I want to thank you guys for watching. I really do. And I hope you do watch this and share this and connect with Danica in the school, because I want to thank you for being on.
Chaplain Chat.
Yeah, woohoo!